Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. In the small town of Toil, Illinois, in the year 1938, all seems well until one summer day when things straight out of the Bible start to manifest themselves in stranger and eventually terrifying ways. Join us in this biblical tale of horror ran by Joaquin, with Andrew playing Bob, Slavic playing Vincent, and Tillman playing Henry, who are all police officers trying to get to the bottom of things happening in their town. Chronicles of Darkness Revelations is a Chronicles of Darkness first edition one-shot story. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can find us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
Hello, everybody. This is Twin Cities by Night, Chronicles of Darkness, Revelations. This is going to be a bit of a first for us because, it's going to be a first game without Chris in it. Going to be the first game not written by one of us, and the first one shot on it. Well, actually, no, it'd be the second one, I suppose. And so, without further ado, let's get started. The day begins in 1938 in the rural small town of Toil, Illinois. The day is just starting as all of you arrive at the police station to start your work shift. Let's go introduce yourselves and see how things go along.
Guess I'll go first. My character is Robert Melton. He goes by Bob. Bob is a 62-year-old man who would like nothing more than to retire, but he can't. He's mostly broke. He has some funds, but these days it's hard to maintain his own lifestyle, much less retire for the rest of his life. His wife has passed away, and spends a lot of his free time just helping out his son at his auto shop. Between that and being a police officer, he's a good mechanic. He can be described as being very patient and relaxed, or very lazy and uncaring, depending on who it is you ask. He has a partner who is a rookie, to get this grizzled old veteran on the force, and this rookie cop who is hoping to learn everything he can from him.
And this NPC will be a young man named Brian Johansson. It will be an NPC, not played by anyone.
Bob and Brian.
Exactly. And I want to use Slavic.
So I'm playing Vincent Brown, which is like an sort of oldish cop. He's in his early 40s, which not really old, but like not young either. So he's a sort of burned out on this whole cop thing. Like he's not really enjoying it anymore. He can be a bit of a hard ass when it comes to like any criminals or perpetrators. Not that he's cruel or anything, but he just doesn't like dealing with them. Just really likes to use heavy-handed solutions. Throw them into the jail and
a bit too quick to resort to the old baton.
Yeah, definitely. He's not very strong or anything like that, but it's the thought that counts in this case.
Okay. Now, Tillman?
I play Henry Bishop, another young upstart cop. He considers himself to be an excellent driver. He's probably not the best cop out there. He's a bit naive, but luckily he can most likely rely on his supervisor, Vincent. Also, he's quite often he frequents the speakeasies, and it's tolerated by other members of the police force as long as he brings them valuable information.
All right. And so it is a beautiful day outside as you all arrive in, and sitting at the radio dispatch is this little woman named Winifred Deandra. She is a widow of the town, and when she first asked for the job to do something after her husband and children moved away or died, that she be allowed to help out the police by operating the radio dispatch. So as you arrive in, the first thing she says to you is like, "All right, boys, I hope you had a big breakfast, because I ain't ever seen it so busy out there since that Hooverville popped up on Route 9. The phone's ringing off the hook, and people is acting foolish all over. It's going to be a long day."
Oh, I don't want to hear none of that, Winnie.
I know, sorry, Bob, but it's happening. I can't control the young people, just like they can't control me. So, a couple of things going on. Let's see here. Oh, Cora Sullivan says there's a bunch of boys loitering around and playing in traffic on the bridge. Probably them same what was playing hooky the other day. Head out there and run them off before one of them gets hurt. Another call came in was it was Sawyer down at the old dump. Said he needed a ride into town to see the doctor. Guess that old wreck of a truck of his finally gave up on the ghost. Be a dear, go get him. Nice man hauled out that busted shifter for me last week, and he seemed in powerful need. Oh, and there's one last thing. That professor from up in Chicago called, saying you gotta come see his work for posterity, whatever that means. I don't care for Bookershman myself, but he seems a nice sort. Maybe pull over if you're driving by the common. Oh, and I know this isn't a crime, but there's a sale going on at Brown's grocery store. They're having a penny for a loaf of bread. Can you believe that? A penny for a fresh loaf of bread. I'd head down and stock on myself, but I need to keep the darn phone on the hook.
Well, I suppose Brian and I will go and check out this professor. You boys handle the rest?
Well, sure.
Yeah, what do you say? Where do we go?
I'd go to the grocery store.
Well, I didn't. It's not really a crime going on there. I just mentioned a sale if you want to go there. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Maybe on break time, Winifred, right? Right, Bob?
Yeah. Oh, if you're there, please do pick me up some, please.
Always break time, boys.
Right.
All right. So you're going to who's going where exactly? So I think Andrew, you're going to the dump, or was you say to the? Oh, sorry, you're going to the common area for the
Go
professor.
talk to this professor, yeah.
Okay. And you two are going to the grocery store.
Probably, like...
Okay.
I'm gonna drive the car, but I'm gonna go where he asks me to go.
Stellar detective work. Honestly, this town is insane.
City's finest.
Okay, so we're gonna start with you first, Andrew. So as you and Brian load up into the car, he's asking like, "We doing anything exciting?"
Well, I don't know if you'd call it exciting. Let's just talk to the fella and see what's going on.
All right. He fiddles with his gun with his holster for a little bit. He's like, "No, just you see him constantly move his hand away from it. Like, okay, I'll try to just learn from the best. Learn from the best. Okay. So who's driving? You or him?
I don't let him drive.
Okay. So as you make your way from the police department, on the way to the common, it's actually are going to cross the bridge. And you notice that as you get up and enter the main street, you notice that there is a big traffic jam. Well, it's not really a jam. It's like you can literally see there's like a big crowd of kids, standing on the railings or like by the bridge, just like looking over the side, just pointing at stuff, something down below.
Boys, girls, or both?
I'd say just boys. Like
Okay.
like all of them like around 10, 11. But that one big kid from like he's like 13.
Okay. Kind of slow down, roll down the window. What you boys looking at?
They're saying, "Look, it's moving. Can't you see?" They don't really pay attention to you at first, but like, "Yeah, it's moving. I see that one's moving faster than the other one."
I'll look over at Brian and say, why don't you get on out there and go see what's going on?
All right, and then you see him get out of the car and they'll walk over to the boys with a bit of a swagger, fluffing on his chest, like, "Yeah, I'm on a job." And then they see him like look once he reaches the railing and looks over to the side. And he's just like, what is? Hey, you might want to get over here, Bob. Might want to check this out. Don't know what's going on here.
All right, I'll I guess pull the car off to the side, get out. You know, he takes his time easing out of the vehicle, shutting the door and pulling up his belt before he goes over there, you know, slowly, methodically.
Okay. As you walk up to the end, you pick over the railing. You just look down and see what looks like just a bunch of sticks, like standing straight up in the water. and like bobbing up and down, but they're like not really moving. They're just standing straight vertical.
Any of these kids like say or do anything?
Yeah, one of them says like, "Yeah, we were playing Cowboys and Indians when Johnny over there dropped his daddy's hatchet into the water, and then they just started floating like that." And then me and they like, yeah. Then I dropped and I went and dropped the rake in it, but it sank. But then I got the old axe, and my dad used to chopping up wood, but that chops that in, but that's floating too. Look, you can see him floating. Look, if you look closer, you can see the axe heads. And as you look closer, you actually can see like just below the surface of the water, it's like all the like a bunch of like axes and hatchets are upside down, almost like bobbing on the metal heads.
Well, now that is something.
You-
What are you doing with your daddy's axe anyhow, huh?
I told you you see little Johnny. I told you I was playing Cowboys and Indians. I was an Indian.
Now, son, you know that's dangerous. You shouldn't be running around with no axes.
Well, we were doing it before. Silas over there said he'd been doing it for years before. When he never got in trouble.
Now, I tell you this. You go on home and you tell your daddy that you lost his axe and you see what he says.
Then you see him pale at that. It's like, oh, didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's right. Now, go on. Get out of here. Y'all scoot.
And then you see like the crowd slowly sort of moves away, and some of them will try to inch down the slope of the riverside and trying to collect the axes out of the water.
Y'all be careful.
Okay, okay, policeman.
All right, Brian, let's get out of here. These boys got this under control.
By the way, can you give me a intelligence and either academics or occult roll? Just something like niggling in the back of your mind about the situation. Difficulty 8.
Well, they're always difficulty 8. That would be just a chance die for me.
Okay.
So that means that, like, the penalty, because I don't have any dots in occult, is so big that I would have 0 dice. I can roll 1 die as a chance die.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Just roll that.
Nope.
Okay, you look at something about it seems a little bit familiar. It's like, no, I've never seen anything like this. No, too weird. And so then you carry on your way. And do you just go straight to the common, or do you want to, take a detour because it's just over the side of the other side of the bridge?
Take the car.
Okay, so you and Brian load back up into the car and just drive along with traffic now moving smoother than before, and you very soon come across the common. It's like this big, almost like grassy area with some trees and a little path going through it. Very used for like a lot of public events, picnics. Very peaceful, family-friendly area. And as you get out and look around, you see there is a man standing near the parking with like a bunch of jars in his hand, moving stuff around in his car. Do you approach him, or what do you do?
Again, parking, taking my time, getting out of the vehicle. I'm sure Brian's already out and getting up and walking on over there. I'm gonna
Mosey
slowly
along?
meander up. Yep.
All right, so as you see the man holding the jars, they push some of them into Brian's hands, and he's like, "Oh, Sergeant, yes, it's perfect. I think I found something truly fantastic going on here. It's I don't know how to describe. It's gonna be career making, honestly." And like he holds up like a jar and holds it up to your face, and in
Okay.
it you can see it looks like a grasshopper. But
Well, that looks like a bug, son.
No. Look closer. Look at the legs. And as you do, you notice and you take a close look at the insect. Then you look and you notice that it only has 4 legs.
Okay. It's
Don't
got
you see?
legs.
Yeah, don't you see? Every insect has 6 legs, and this one it has only 4. And it's not like there's no indication it ever had 6. This is a mutation, and it's not the only one. He reaches to his car and pulls out another jar. Look at this one. And it's like a beetle, and it also has just 4 legs. It's like I've been finding all of these different species have all just have 4 legs today. I don't know what's going on. It's amazing. It must be some kind of mutation, something maybe something in the water, something in the food near here. I have to. Can you help me collect samples or something? We need to tell people about this.
You want us to help you catch some bugs, son? Is that what I'm hearing here?
Sergeant, I'm telling you, bugs do not just lose 2 legs overnight. This is something incredible. Do you not understand that?
Well, I understand you're quite excited about it, but I don't think this is a matter for the police.
And then you just see him sort of just look at you, and his expression just goes from excited to a bit in disbelief. And
Like incredulous?
yes, incredulous. It's like, but. And then you see him. He gets. This is what, of course, they don't really understand this small town. I have to dumb it down for them. Okay, sheriff, it's not deputy, whatever you are. For as long as my studies have shown, insects have 6 legs, and only a rare mutation would cause it to be born with only 4. And just the other day, I was here collecting samples, and they had 6 legs, and now they have 4. All of them have 4. I cannot find a single insect with 6 legs anymore. We need to make an official report about this. We need to tell the university. Does this not?
Well, you go on ahead and you fill out your report and send it to your university.
All right, I'll do it myself then. But I'll let you know when I'm making this report, when I'm talking to the newspapers. I'm gonna make sure to let them know that you failed to understand the significance of this discovery. And then you see him just like grab a couple empty jars and just walk back into the park.
Good luck to you, son. I look at Brian, shaking my head like,
Well, he did seem excited about that, sir. I mean, I ain't much for book learning, but
oh, well, regardless of how interesting he might find it, doesn't mean it's got any concern of the police. We got things to do.
all right.
What, you telling me, do you think it's a crime somebody's going around picking off legs off bugs? Come on, let's get out of here.
Fair enough, sir. You know what you know best. All right. We gonna go check out anything else, or we gonna go back to the station? What we gonna do?
Let's check in.
As you check in to the radio, Winnie gets on the radio, says, "Oh hey, hey there, Bob. I need you to check out something going on at the tenant funeral home. Morgan called in to report some kind of insect infestation. I couldn't really,
Infestation.
yeah.
What is it with bugs today? This
Well,
professor over here is just going on and on and on about all these bugs losing their legs.
Really? I didn't know bugs could lose legs. I thought they would just. Oh, what? That's not the point. I couldn't really hear Morgan too well. We got a bad connection. Anyway, I'm not sure what I was supposed to do about it, but he was always so mousy. You might want to get out there and just calm his nerves about the bugs.
Oh, well, at the very least, I'll come out there and tell him he needs to hire an exterminator.
All right, you do that, Bob. I'll be here manning the fort.
Yes, either of the boys check in yet?
I just sent him out doing stuff. Like I said, it's been a busy day. Like I said, I ain't been busy since that Hooverville popped up. Remember those bums going around trying to get money out of us?
Oh, you know bums.
Well, good talking to you, Bob. And she hangs up. I'm gonna jump over to Tillman and Slavic. So you're going to the grocery store instead of doing police work.
All right. Sounds like basically something what Vincent would do.
Okay, so
he hates his job.
So yeah, you pull up go across the street over to the grocery stores, also across the bridge, and you're behind Bob and Brian in their cars. You see them deal with the kids on the bridge, and then you sort of slowly go past them as they deal with that issue, and then you drive past the common area as you go further south into town. You pass by the only restaurant in town, J&P's lunch counter, the Silver Branch Tap Room, which happens to be a speakeasy, or used to be during Prohibition. And then you finally get near the end of the main street is the Brown's Grocers. As you look inside, there's like a big sign on it saying "Sale: Fresh loaves of bread for a penny."
Looks like this is the place.
Yeah, this town because it's pretty much like only one of 2 places to get food from.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
So-
And I brake sharply and turn to stop the car.
How many are we gonna get? So
How
we're
many
gonna want one.
pennies do you have, sir?
Oh, I have a bunch. We'll get one for Bob, one for Brian, one for you, me, and a couple for the boss.
Oh, and by the way, like as you go and you think to yourself, "Wow, he must be crazy to sell sell bread for this low." And because even for this time, selling a loaf of bread for a penny is unbelievably cheap. And so as you head inside, you see the owner of the store, Clyde Brown, just standing at the registers, looking proud as can be. Welcome in, proud officers. Come in to take advantage of our sale.
Hey, Clive. Yeah. Chief heard about it. Want to make sure we stock up, Never know what's going to happen.
All right, feel free to take any loaf of bread you see off the shelves. And you see him just have a big smile on his face.
You okay there, Clive?
Oh yeah, I have having the best day of my life. This is a blessed day, honestly. Just take a loaf of bread off the shelf, and you'll see.
All right.
I would like to just scrutinize the bread.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is this for real? Moldy?
Nope, just looks like regular fresh bread. So you take it off the shelf. Do you put it back on the shelf?
Probably just checking if they're legit. But then
okay, so as you look down at the bread, you see like if you turn it over in your hand, it looks fine. Then when you look up, there's a loaf of bread exactly where you took it out of the place was. Like it's been filled in by another piece of bread.
What in blazes?
Saw that, see? Go and take another piece off.
You have some kind of mechanic thing there?
Nope. And you get another loaf of bread off?
Clive, you're messing with us.
And
you're investing in some kind of machinery here.
So
I mean,
so tell me, you take another loaf of bread off?
Yeah, it's just like
okay. So as you look at it, it looks like there's just an empty space where the bread was. Then when you look down on the bread and look up again, it's filled in again with bread.
It's got to be some kind of trick to this.
So what do you just start taking loaves of bread off the shelf and just see what happens?
I start looking for the
probably
rope,
not.
Yeah. Looking for a piece of rope that measures whether there's weight.
Can you show me the other side of? Is there like a room on the other side there or something?
No, it's not. It's like in the middle of like a shelf. It's like in the middle of the room, just like a pathway on one side. And
It's like a shelf in the middle of the room. Okay.
Yes.
It's like I sort of start examining the shelf, looking for or take the bread away and see if I hear a click or something.
Nope, no click.
Yeah, I think by this point Henry has 5 or 6 loaves of bread in one arm, and he just grabs.
And the shelves look just as full as ever.
Henry, this thing ain't right.
Both of you give me an intelligence and either academics or occult roll difficulty 8.
Yeah, that's a chance die for me as well.
That's fine. Didn't pay attention to school.
I have academics. I think I can use that, right?
Yeah, I said either academics or occult. Okay. Yes.
Didn't attend enough Bible lessons to get dots in occult.
Yes, 1.
1 success. Okay, so as you're looking at this, you definitely say this kind of reminds you of something. It almost reminds you of something out of the Bible. You're not really sure what, but definitely seems like there's something doing bread in this. What do you do with that information?
Clive, you're a man of God, right? You gotta help me out here. There's this one story where, I guess Jesus, he was stranded with some folks and they needed bread real bad, and he just had this endless well of it, and I guess he could feed them all. But are you telling me this is some kind of miracle?
I'm just telling you what I was seeing. I'm telling you, I must have been blessed. And you see Clive say this out. I've been blessed by the Lord for all my hard work.
How many loaves have you seen, or how many loaves have people taken?
It doesn't matter how many. Doesn't matter how many you take off.
Yeah, but how many did they?
Let's see. Mrs. McCready came down, got 5 loaves. Then Bob, not police Bob, the other Bob.
Right.
He came down, got 2 loaves for him and the kids, and then I think was it Silas came in there one time trying to just grab a loaf. Well, he didn't pay that little punk. He didn't pay any. I need to go track him down. Then the Yurdas came by to get the bread for their communion. There's 10 overall, I guess.
Okay. And how many have you taken before when you realized it?
Well, and you see him like gesture over to like this little box next to him. He's like, "I filled this whole box full of just bread. It's
So
selling
what? Like 30?
Ish, yeah."
Wow. Okay. Well, you know, that's just weird. I
I'm
don't know
telling
what
you,
to
it's a
say.
blessing from the Lord. Ain't nothing weird about that. You just see him
I
just
mean,
like
it's
sits
just
back next to
bread,
the big.
right? Can't hurt anyone.
I had some
So,
myself. You see him like just like a half an open bag, like half cut up bread loaf. Like tastes just fine. Tastes just like bread.
Right.
Try some yourself if you
Right.
don't believe me.
Okay, I think I'll try. Just a little bit.
So do you take some of the bread?
Oh
Tastes
yeah,
like bread.
yeah.
It's
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh too.
Yeah. So here's your pennies.
How many you taken? Just the
I suppose we've taken like how many, like however many
Seven.
we've taken.
Okay, so
7
just-
or so.
I was like, enjoy your bread. Make sure to eat it. I don't think it'll last that long though. I don't know. I don't know actually how long it'll last. All I knew about bread went out the window this morning. So anything else you want to get, guys? Some fresh fruit, some eggs. We got some canned tuna in the back there. Some
Do you have some
apples.
Chesterfields?
Cigarettes. Oh yes. It's over there
yeah.
by the canned tuna.
Oh yeah. Grab a
Oh,
pack.
I
or
still
two.
have a carton at home, so I think I'll pass.
And as you walk up, you get your carton of cigarettes. You look over at the canned tuna, and your head to realize there was another part of the story about in the Bible. It wasn't just bread; it was also fish. That was like only 2 fish that was divided among the people.
I ponder on that for like 30 seconds, staring dumbly at the package of canned tuna, and then I just grab one to test it out. Look away and look back.
Okay, you look at it, and let's see what it says. Yeah, it says like it's looks like you never took a can off, just full cans.
I drop the can.
It
You okay
rattles
there,
on the
Henry?
floor.
Guys, I'm very certain it's this Bible thing. Like it's precisely the same story. I just grabbed this can here of tuna, and it.
Well, you think Clive hears Jesus or something?
Well, I don't know.
Clive,
They say the Lord works in mysterious ways.
are you the sinless Son of God? Come again?
And at the time you see Clyde, like, light?
I remember busting you for something way back.
Come on. That was 20 years ago. Come on.
Yeah, I was still a rookie back then. Good times, Clive. Well, this is very strange, but maybe it's just times are hard, and well, maybe it's a sign, from above.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. It's a sign. I'm being rewarded. This town, we not only have we escaped the worst of this depression, but now we're being blessed with. Now we're being rewarded for our efforts. Can't you see? Give thanks to the Lord, and you just see him just wave his arms around. Exactly.
Well, we got to go back to the station. Make sure everything's fine. So have a nice day.
All right. Have a good day.
I pass him some cash for the cigarettes and the bread.
Okay. Do you, as soon as you get in the car, do you just start practically starting to take one out of the package and just smoke it?
Yeah, definitely.
So how are you two feeling at this point? You're just feeling like, what is your overall impression of what you just saw?
It was like, okay, I've seen some strange things, not many in my life. But this definitely tops the list. I think there had to be a machine there, right? Right?
What do you think there, Henry?
Henry's distressed about this. Like he thinks there's some kind of trick to it, but he's convinced that there's something otherworldly at work. He's superstitious like that, but he thinks it's bad, not God. Maybe that's like a lesson in greed, and all the people who take the bread will get nasty diseases or something.
Okay, so as both of you are sitting in the car, you hear the radio squawk. Come in, any available car. Come in, please.
I hit the button.
I guess you're driving, so I guess I'd be picking it up. yeah,
I have stunt driver. I can do it at the same time.
yeah.
Okay, so as you're driving along, you hear Winnie's voice come over the radio saying, hey, I got something I think it sounds serious. The Reverend's wife was in absolute hysterics when she called a while ago. Couldn't make out hide nor hair of what she said, but
Reverend's wife.
yeah, and she said she wasn't in danger, so I just told her, hold on, the help was on the way. She sounded
In,
real desperate.
in danger?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
At her house.
Okay. Well, we better check it out. Sounds serious.
All right. So as you two get on your way, we're gonna jump back over to Bob. What I forget. Where were you going?
I was hoping you'd ride me.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of
to
shit just
the
happened.
to the cemetery and funeral home.
Funeral home. Okay.
Yeah, the tenant funeral home.
We're going there. Brian and I will pull up, and there any cars?
You pull up to the funeral home. It's usually very empty here because as a small town, usually when someone does die, it's like, it's a bit of a bigger event. But this time you see like the funeral home, director's house, car, the undertaker, a couple of grave diggers off the distance, and you notice there's like a man standing outside. He looks about 50, gray hair, funeral suit going on. He just looks nervous and wringing his hands in like anxiousness.
Wringing his hands. Okay. Is he the only person that I see, or the?
Yes, he's the only person you see outside.
So he's outside. We'll pull up. We'll stop. Does he come and start walking towards us? Does he
Yes,
notice?
as soon as he sees you get close enough, he's like starts walking towards the car.
All right. So Bob will get out casually and say, "Good morning, sir. What can we do for you?"
Hello, hello, Officer Melton. Well, I know I said that there was a bit of an. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this situation. The family's
Something about bugs.
Yes, it. God, what do families think? So there's how it happened the other day. There was a bit of an accident, and there was 3 men died. Just the other week, and it was supposed to be prepared for a funeral this weekend, but see, when I went in to prepare their bodies for the ceremonies, I found that when I opened them, they were infested with bees.
Oh my, that's nasty.
Yes. I don't know how the bees got in there. I was just here yesterday, last night, honestly. I went in there, checked everything was all right, and then today I opened it was just full of them. You see he like moves his sleeve up a little bit. It's like you see like a bunch of bee stings all over his body.
Oh well, I'm glad you're not allergic.
Oh no. But just there was too many of them. I had to get out. I can't even. No one's even inside the building right now. I had to get them all out of there.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Tell you what, son, we're gonna have to call an exterminator to come out here, get rid of them things, and then them corpses, they're gonna have to go to a facility that can perform proper autopsy.
But they already have an
Some sort of
autopsy and
tampering.
everything. I told you I was preparing them for the ceremony, but then.
Well, bees don't just find themselves stuffed inside corpses, now do they? Not every day. We're gonna have to look into this. There's been some tampering here. Clearly,
Obviously, I'd say there's been some tampering here.
Here, let me have a look around. Brian, you call this in and get Winnie to get somebody to come out here and take care of these bees. I'm gonna have a look around this house and see if there's any signs of a forced entry.
Well, it's not really a house; it's a funeral home, so it's.
Well, a lot of times they're like, they do it in like their basement, especially back in this time. They don't have like a business location.
This one, it's more of like there's a house and there's like a dedicated garage. At least might have been in like a garage or something, or like a duplex thing with like a house next to the building. Is an office is on one side, the house is on the other side.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna look around and see if there's I'm gonna go
So you're
around
gonna
looking.
just go around the outside. You're gonna go inside.
Well, first outside.
Okay.
I'm looking for signs of forced entry. That's outside.
Okay. So as you look around, when you first look at the front entrance, it's like obviously there's no signs of anything. You get up to the door. Do you get up to like the doors but not go inside?
I've got investigation if you want me to use it.
I'll say just for free right now. I'm gonna say you can look around and see that once you get up close to the front door to check things out, you can hear like a faint buzzing off, and it's muffled, but you can still hear it. And okay, now give me an investigation roll. Difficulty 8. What's an investigation?
Does crime scenes apply?
Yes.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. So as it's a bright, gorgeous day outside, and you have a lot of good light, and you can clearly see that you're looking around. You're making sure doing a very thorough job. You're looking at the door. You're looking at the windows, looking for scratch marks, looking for any footprints, looking for any I don't know, suspicious markings
Any
anywhere.
kind of sign, like
Yeah,
maybe somebody
you find
used a screwdriver
nothing.
on the lock.
You find nothing out of the ordinary.
All right. Well, that reassures me there that if I didn't find anything outside, I'm probably not going to find anything inside right now. So we'll wait for the exterminator.
And so then you see here Brian walks up and is like, told Winnie about everything. She says like, no can do. There's something going on at the Masonic Hall, but at the exterminator there, Masonic Lodge.
The what now?
The old Masonic, the Order of Masons, whatever those guys are. Something going on there.
No. This is a matter of law enforcement. He needs to get his ass down here now.
I'm sorry, I'm just telling you what Winnie told me. He's just saying he's already down there at the Masonic
I'm gonna
Lodge.
take that radio from him. Winnie.
Yeah, Bob.
Now you need to get that man down here, Winnie. This is a matter of tampering with evidence. All right. Somebody's messing with some corpses. We need to get these bees taken care of. So you need to call him back and get him down here for me, please.
I can't. He already left. He's already probably he left like 20 minutes ago. He's already probably down by the lodge.
Well, then call the lodge and tell him.
I can't. There's no one in the lodge. That's what they said. They couldn't go in there because of the bugs.
Oh, God damn it. All right, I'll head down there. We'll get him.
Yeah, did you ever check out what happened with Sawyer at the dump?
Yeah, he's just complaining about, I told you, bugs losing their legs.
No, that's the professors. I'm talking about Sawyer down at the dump.
Oh, I didn't go to the dump thing.
Yeah, you didn't. That's why she's saying like, oh yeah, I told you about that earlier. What? No, did anyone check out on that?
The other boy's supposed to be looking into that.
I told them about the Urdas. Something going on with someone out of the Reverend's wife.
They didn't check in about the dump.
No.
Look, I'm gonna go get. Look, I'll go look at the dump after we figure out getting this guy down here to come take care of these bees. All right, one thing at a time. Call the dump. Make sure everything's all right down there. We'll be there soon.
All right. I'll try to get hold of Sawyer and see what happens. But you better get down there. He's a nice man. You hear me, Bob?
No. I hear you, Winnie.
Good. Click. So you're going to head down to the Masonic Lodge?
Look at this nervous, wreck of a man. Now you just wait here. We'll be back. I gotta go fetch this guy myself.
Now, as you get back into the car, again, you hear that same niggling feeling in the back of your head. You might have something about the bees, but something reminds you of something. Give me another intelligence, academics, or occult roll.
All right. That is
botched.
That is a failure. That's not how botches work in this system.
Damn.
The only way to botch is on a chance die that rolls a natural 1.
Okay. So you're basically like, bees and bodies, you have no idea what's going on here. It's too weird for you. There's something weird going on with bugs in this town. It's all beyond you.
Yeah, I'm a police officer. I don't care about no goddamn bugs. Except for whenever somebody's stuffing them in corpses, apparently. Putting beehives inside of a dead body, desecrating these poor young men who need to be buried properly. Okay,
so you're at the funeral home. So actually, the Masonic is just actually the building right behind the police station. You've seen it all the time when you go and come to and from work. You're a bit concerned as to why you didn't even notice that there was still kind of problem going on back there when you drove past it.
Oh, well, apparently they just called in, so.
Okay, so you head down there, and you're making your way through traffic, and you notice people are sort of like you see people like on the street just talking to each other, saying like, yeah, you heard about that sale going on down there? Yeah, penny for the price of bread, that is amazing. But ultimately, you see people just they're talking about that festival going on down nearby City Hall with the mayor and everything. And so when you pull up to the Masonic Lodge, you see it's like it's got that weird Masonic symbol thing with the M and the weird A thing going on and everything. And you look outside, you see a guy with a big car marked insect exterminator on it. And see the guy just standing outside the thing and looking at us alone like, what the hell is this?
So we're gonna pull up next to this car and get out. Bob's gonna have a look around. What does it look like?
So it's a 2-story like brick building, and you can see it's like, it was built like near the turn of the century, when there was enough of people who get around this club thing to make this form this Masonic club. And you see like there's like a couple of windows up on the second floor, and like a big like a fancy decorated window on the ground floor and the door. And you can see as you look inside the window, it's just covered in looks like locusts.
Okay. And this guy who's standing outside, what does he look like?
He's dressed in like coveralls. It's got like a can of a spray thing with a little hose on it.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like somebody who was inside and ran out or something.
No.
So this is he's standing outside this exterminator.
Yes.
But what does he look like? Does he look nervous?
He
How old
looks
is he?
confused more than anything else. You see, he's like about 40 years old, balding a little bit. Callous. He's got calluses on his hands.
This is a small town, right? Do I know him or no?
Yeah, him. His name is Otis. Lemming.
Otis. Okay.
Yes.
So Bob will get out, and that's the new Lord Pelham nods. Bob gets out. He'll get out and approach Otis here. And morning, Otis.
Oh, hey, Officer Melton.
Now, I hear tell your services are in quite demand this morning.
Yeah, as you can see, he gestures to the lodge.
Yeah. Look, these Freemasons, they're gonna have to wait, son. There's an issue down at the funeral home, son. And you see, it's quite grotesque. They kind of lean in a little close. Somebody put some bees inside the corpses.
What?
Now, obviously, this is a crime, but we can't get on the scene because there's bees everywhere. So it's gonna have to take priority over this.
But I don't have any of the bee stuff right here. It's
Well, go look. Just do me a favor. Go on down to wherever you keep your stuff. Get your bee gear, whatever you gotta have.
I've already been hired to deal with this.
Look, I'm telling you right now, this is gonna have to take precedent. All right? We're talking about a crime.
This is a crime too. How the hell do you think? Look at the upper windows. The whole building is full of locusts. The whole thing.
Why don't you go on down to these poor families and tell them why they're not going to be able to have a proper burial for their lost loved ones because you didn't want to come down there and get rid of the bees?
That's low, Officer Melton. That's low.
Now look, you have a moral responsibility to help out here. You know it's the right thing to do.
All right.
Just go on down there to the funeral home.
You were the one who's have to explain to those Masons that I couldn't clear out their clubhouse.
Talk to them. Where are they?
None of them are in right now. Honestly, it was a cleaning lady who called me in.
Okay, well they can come down and talk to me at the station anytime.
All right, I'll go see about the bees. I just gotta change out my equipment again. What are bees doing this time of year? What is?
I know it sounds like quite a few, so you be careful now.
All right, you go do whatever it is you do.
Protect and serve, Otis. Protect and serve. Come on, Brian. Let's go.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is constantly growing and changing. The Central District is full of new buildings. The Hollywood and Wilshire districts, once far from downtown, now are part of it which spreads past Beverly Hills and out to the ocean. But why is all this going on in Los Angeles? Why is Los Angeles an exploding city?
Neon Masquerade.
The Demon's Mirror.
13 Candles.
3 Chronicles running through the undead veins of the City of Angels.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers Actual Play podcast invites you to drink deeply.
Go to eorpodcast.com and search the duets tag to find out more.